Hey guys, how's it going? Anthony Muthurajah here, back with a new video lesson for you all. Before I get to the lesson, subscribe to the channel if it's your first time on here and hit that notification bell to stay updated with any new video that I put out. Okay, and I've been getting a lot of inquiries for Skype lessons, and thank you for those of you who have reached out and I've started taking lessons. And if you're interested in taking lessons, if you haven't already signed up for any of them, drop me an email at info@anthonymuthurajah.com to get more information on how lessons work. All right, so moving on. In today's lesson, we're going to talk about legato. Okay, legato, in very simple words, is to play phrases, be it in a groove context, melody, solo, passage, a unison line with the band, whatever the context may be. Legato is to play your phrases with maximum smoothness. That basically means you have to play with very minimal gap between the notes. What do you mean by that, you might ask? So bass players, we tend to have a problem when we play scales. Even when we look at a G major scale, for example, okay, what I mean by cutoff, that's minimal cutoff between the G and A. Okay, now if I don't pick that A and I just hammer on, that ensures the cutoff time is very minimal. But when you pick the A, it's harder to get that cut short. So when you do legato, you're trying to flow one note into the other instead of playing one note and right before you play the next you cut off. That is not what we're trying to do when you do legato. But having said that, bass players have also adopted a technique that guitar players use, which is to just fret with the left hand and pray to God. Hoping that is legato. Okay, that is not legato, that is just you purely using your fretting hand, hoping to create a smooth sound, make it sound like a wall of sound really. But you are actually killing your fretting hand efficiency, because legato is sound. Legato is not literally technique. There are techniques we can adopt to produce legato, but that doesn't mean you just use your fretting hand. Okay, a very simple exercise is to take, let's say, 3 notes. Let's do F sharp, G, A. We're going to go up and down. So we're going to pick it, alternate pick it. And then just the fretting hand. Okay? But then just the fretting hand alone, the intensity, the volume drops. So what do we do? So I pick the first note going up and I pick the last note going down. Or I can pick the last note when I go up. Okay? The eventual goal is actually to build speed with it, because you can do this really slow, but there is not too much effort put there. But when you speed it up, the coordination required would be hard. So like, I think I played some phrases like, you know, those kind of things. What is that? It's if I look from B flat, it's like a B flat major 6 with a 9. Okay, now if I were to alternate pick those, you can't get that smooth, very watery sound, which is what legato essentially is. So a lot of phrases I tend to use when I solo. I'm going to play one really quick. I'm not going to play it slow. If you want to transcribe it, go for it. Okay? Same thing if I try to pick everything. I can't even do it actually, because I have not practiced it that way. Maybe I should. But the idea is that in bass playing, legato, that smooth flow gives nice shape to your melodies and bass lines. So gospel bass players use a lot of legato in their fills, you know, all that kind of stuff. Like very minimal picking if you look at my right hand. Yeah. I picked every note there. Okay, but then I played a phrase where I didn't pick every note. So legato has its place in any and every context. So I hope you get something out of this. The whole idea of this lesson is to get rid of that misconception that legato is a literal technique with the fretting hand. No, legato is a sound and we use techniques to adapt to it. And don't just isolate everything with the fretting hand. Sure, it'll be cool to do the Billy Sheehan kind of thing, you know, like a... that kind of stuff is cool, you know. You want to do all this kind of stuff, go for it. But keep in mind the actual physical activity of how you're going to play it. And anytime you feel any amount of pain, stop and evaluate what you're doing. Sit in front of a mirror and look at everything that's happening. All right, so that's it for this lesson. I'll see you guys in the shed until the next one. Peace.